Hello, my darlings. It's been too long. How are you all? Memphis has given me a great opportunity today because he's pushed the pond filter into the pond, and the only way to sort it out is to actually go in and get it. So here I am draining some water out to make sure the ladder stands up a bit so I can get in and out. Very convenient for me that I have this ladder. It just does the trick just right. The last time I went in the pond, it was a lovely hot day and the water was so refreshing because it was nice and cool. Today is not that day. Today it is a bit too cold for me. Oh, yeah, I bet you love that. Right, so the filter is made of 3 layers and different sediment is in each one, like rocks and smaller rocks and some floss at the top, which is just from pillows really. And all of these things get all the dirt out of the water so the fish can swim around and I can see them through the clear water. As luck would have it, the filter was in need of a good clean anyway, so all these things happen for a reason. And obviously a great opportunity to get everything out of the pond that shouldn't be here, that Memphis thinks should be in there. So why has it taken me so long to put out another video? Well, I will tell you why. As soon as I get my thoughts straight about this, I have had memory problems with this phone, which is the best place to edit the clips of these videos because I really like my particular editor, which is only compatible with phones. And this particular phone has decided every time it updates, it wants to download useless apps that I can't get rid of. And I realised that my phone is filling up with ridiculous downloads from Samsung, which are completely useless, but are filling up my memory. I have tried connecting to the GoPro app so that I can upload all my clips to GoPro and edit on there, but it is so unreliable. It doesn't always connect, and then you spend half your life going in and out trying to reconnect all the time, and then it times out or something, and that's just no go. I'm not trying that anymore. The memory cards that I use, they go into the GoPro, they record the footage, and then I have to put it into the phone to edit it, but I can't format it because then I'll lose all the footage, so that doesn't count towards the memory on the phone, so that's completely useless anyway. So then I thought, I know what, I'll buy a new phone with a bigger memory. That'll solve all my problems. And then guess what? It doesn't have a memory card slot in it. Who would have thought it? Who could make this shit up? So then I buy an adapter so I can put the memory card into the adapter and put the adapter onto my phone. So then I can transfer the files. Oh my gosh. This must be it. This must be the problem solved. No, because now my phone is not susceptible to the adapter. It doesn't have the right programming. So now I have got the new phone, which is completely useless, as my phone, and I'm using my old phone, which I have stripped down to the basics to make this video, and still it wanted more memory to process the clips. And that has been the drama of trying to upload a new video. And quite frankly, I've had enough of technology and I want to go back to pen and paper. All because I don't want to learn how to edit on a new program. Please don't make me do that. I think I'm gonna have to do that and do it on a laptop. And if you followed that and you know how to solve my problems, please advise. I am all ears. Now, there's absolutely no point going into the pond if you don't go for a quick swim as well. Very refreshing. I was already wet, so might as well have a bit of a jolly. And right above me are the widespread branches of these Christmassy trees, and watching them in the wind and watching the birds go in and out was very nice, and it was very peaceful. Right, well anyway, time to get out and get dry and get this filter put back together. I've also had a contractor in to do the side fence, the one that you can see now. So I've got brand new fence all the way along that side, and on the other side we've done another section of fence. We've also put in some steps from the decking, which we've been missing for a long time, and finished the banister off. So it's looking really good. We've got 3 gates up now, so we can stop Memphis getting into the filter from one side. And we've got a gate. We've got 2 gates from the decking, so we can keep Memphis on the decking in the winter if we want to. But he is quite happy pottering around, fully dressed now when it's raining, because before he didn't keep his clothes on. So that's not very good in the winter, but now he will wear all his clothes and he will keep his shoes on, so he can go around the garden and enjoy the garden all weathers, all times of the year. So that's very good. Right, so just putting these layers back together. I haven't actually done this before, so I hope I'm doing it right. But I think it's pretty straightforward. I luckily had an extra bag of rocks to put in the filter, and lots of pillows to cut up and just splodge in the top there for that last bit of very fine filtration. There's been lots of talk from me about doing gigs, and this time I managed to do one. A friend of mine who's in a band sent me a poster about a fun day looking for acts, and I went along and I did it. I had 4 songs which I learnt by heart. I did not read the words while I was singing, which I'm very proud of. And also I held onto the microphone stand, and somehow this stopped me from having jelly legs the whole way through, and it gave me a distraction enough that I could look at the audience as well and kind of like actually connect with them rather than closing my eyes, which is what I usually do. And so I was very happy with that performance. I wasn't the wooden singer that I used to be, and I think we can move on up from that. And yes, I'm very happy that I am going to be gigging again very soon, and hopefully that will be even better and we'll have a much bigger audience, because the audience at the fun day was a bit sparse, but also I think that was probably good for me because the pressure wasn't too bad that time. Oh, but something else that happened at this gig before I've even started, I was reversing up a hill, except I wasn't in reverse, and I was quite close to the car in front, so obviously I caned it because I thought I was reversing, and actually I drove into the back of the car quite aggressively, and now I have to claim on my insurance. And yes, that's a new experience, and apparently it's £4,000 worth of damage. Me personally, I would have just lived with it, because the bumper came off mine, but but it's quite bendy, so I just popped it back on. And what else? The bottom light doesn't work anymore, so I will get it looked at, but for now I can live with it. Few scuff marks, you know, it'll be alright. Still gets me from A to B. Now, if you want to hear about procrastination, we have shared one meal at this table in shares, and it was fish and chips. And the barbecue that I was putting together, it didn't have the right parts, so I stuck it in the garden and didn't look at it again because, yep, too overwhelming. I think I'm just gonna scrap it and get another one. One that is already made would be good, I think. But yes, we haven't had a single barbecue, we haven't had anyone over. So maybe next year. My intentions are good, that's all. Our last car boot sale was quite a hit. We managed to raise around £300-ish, I think. And I did have the signs out for like at least a month this time. I was getting sick of seeing them as I drove past. But this time they're only going to be out a couple weeks, so I'm not sure if we're going to do so well this time. And the weather's drawing in as well. So fingers crossed. And I almost didn't turn off the tap in time. This is very full. So I'm getting that net up. Stop the jumpers. Thank you.